Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SABADO Sessions Podcast. We're your hosts. All of us are here, and we have none other than Lya Bavoil. Hopefully, I said your last name right. First of all, how have you been? How has training been? Since I believe you returned back to France, right, for this
Yeah,
on.
I'm in France right now because of training and work mostly. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. How has training been? Is there actually, you know what? Straight into it. Has anything been changed with your prep with the Arnold's UK coming up compared to your last prep?
So the Arnold obviously at first was not in my plan at all because I
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to do words. Um, but I changed my mind because I needed something to hold on, like to come back to prep and something. So this what it was the easiest way for me because it was the soonest,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
international competition. And Panna wanted to do it, so we were like, okay, we just do it, the two of us, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And obviously, like we asked him when we had him on the show, the theme of the Arnolds is redemption. Not just for him, but for the both of you, right? Like what would be you would consider redeeming qualities that as in terms of like the outcome from the Arnolds UK?
Uh, like beat the world record, beat Carola Gara because I'm not she's here and she will be here.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I don't really know if she will be 63 or 69, but I guess she will be at 63.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah,
No,
that's it.
but you know what? Let's stick with what you know. Are you gonna? I saw in your previous post that you're around just hovering above 63. So are you gonna be doing the Honors UK 63
Yeah,
or yeah? Okay,
I
brilliant. Yeah, and how's that go? How's that the training for it been like in general?
Uh, it's been tough. It's getting better. It's way better now. Like since maybe early September, like late August, but right afterwards until like late, not late, like middle August, it was quite hard because um I had been really impacted by COVID, like way more than I was expected because I had it
Mm.
once, like in February, but like this one, I don't know, it just hit me
And
very, very hard. I lost a lot of weight. I didn't have appetite. Like I had a cough during a long time period, like very tired, a lot of headache. Like it was, yeah, it was bad.
and
um,
whoa, and this was back from what Worlds?
yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus.
So you
Uh,
had like a long-term COVID symptoms going on there.
I don't know if we can talk about long term, but it took me a while. Yeah, like maybe almost 2 months, like to get back again, like quite normal.
Okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
was
I think with
this
me, gone.
did this start off from the week leading into Worlds that
Yeah.
happened? So is that
So
one of the main reasons as to why you
yeah,
didn't
so
go on?
Hannah got symptoms before me. He was already sick when he competed, and mine I had a little bit of delay, and I got it tested positive when I come back to France already, like in the Friday. Um, but yeah, I was getting sick too, and I don't know. We just thought that it was the air conditioning
Mm.
plane, and because like in the South Africa it was winter too, and that they put the air conditioning everywhere on the hotel. So we're like maybe that, and because I just have like a um
So,
here, like a painful here.
Oh, like a sore throat?
so for yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was like, it's no big deal, like I feel something, but and as I had the first time I had COVID and my symptoms was totally different, I never
Mm.
thought it could be that actually. So
That
yeah.
bad, right? Well, obviously now you're back in France,
Yeah.
and you're back to training with the old crew like Panna, Tiff, and everyone else. Yeah. I don't know if Panna mentioned this, but let's say he verbally coerced me into training with them, and
Yeah.
I must admit the energy there was next to none. Let's put it that
No,
way.
also you gotta have to say the fact that you don't speak French, you look like a mug in there.
Oh my, yes, that's another thing. I can't speak a word of French, right? So like, so being there, I was just like, whoa, okay, well, I can't understand a word. Anissa was going, oh, if you want us to load weights for you, you have to say it in French. And I was there trying to Google translate, like, oh, how do you say 145 in French? I didn't know how to say it. Oh, it was bad. But yeah, but back to you. Obviously, you're back with the old crew. In comparison to you were in the States for a while, right?
Yeah, I was in the States.
Yeah, and obviously you're back now. You're training with them. Has
Yeah.
has that, like, put you, I don't know, put you in a better mindset that, like, you're deep into prep now? You're literally how many days away?
I do think our group is a strength. Since the beginning, at first it was only like me, Panna, Anissa, his girlfriend, and Guti and Rick. And after, there is more and more people coming into our group training with us, like Tiff and so on. But I do think our group is a strength because we push each other. When someone is down, like, we are all here in order, like, to level him, like.
Yeah, level up.
Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think it's different. It's different, and I don't feel like I feel like we are kind of special. I don't know if it's the right word,
Oh,
but
no.
I don't feel like
It
energy
is. I
in.
super agree. I mean, obviously you have Tiff there, you have you there, Panna there, but literally, like, the other ones too, like Alex, I met
Yeah.
Savan, everyone else, man, they're like strong as fuck, right? And I feel as though they're like stars, like waiting to rise. And my question in that is that, like, do you feel like because of the energies that you guys have, that you have that same effect with those that train around you? Like, do you feel as though that I don't know, your strength, like, rubs off onto like, just train, because
I
that's
do, yeah, I do think our mindset, um, when people are around us, their mindset change and evolved in the group in a better way, like get stronger, not only like physically but really mentally. Um, yeah, I don't want to seem cocky saying
no,
that, but I
well,
think
yo, say it. What? This is a
like
safe space. We told you before we
being
started.
with us, you really get stronger.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And like you said, mentally also.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy you mentioned that, the whole mental strength game. Like, obviously with what happened in South Africa, that was like a lot to take in, not just physically with the whole COVID thing, but mentally also, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you weren't a stranger or even new to the whole criticisms that came about. And obviously, like Panna knows me, I know him. We got to talk, like, he's honestly one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Yeah, he is.
And
He's very nice.
even so, he's not like a stranger to controversy, right? But now the focus on you yourself, like, did you feel as though you got a load of flack or got a lot of, like, backlash from, the outcome of what happened, like, in
Um,
Worlds?
to be honest, I did cut my social media after that, after what happened. Um, I didn't really read the comment under my post or whatever people said about me. Um, but I do know, like, I receive a lot of support, but I do know too I have people who talk shit about it,
Yeah.
um, and I have feedback of my friends because they read something or they heard something. But I was like, you know what? I'm already like so down that they can't reach me anymore.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's easy to talk shit when you are not in the situation,
Of
when you are
course.
not
Yeah.
when you are not at that level. Um, Most people who really know what compete is, what being an athlete is, and at that stage, nobody talks shit about me because
Mm-hmm.
they know like the word I put on, they know the sacrifice I do, and if I didn't make weight because I couldn't make it because I did everything I could at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I don't really mind, but I know some people, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Go,
yeah, go on, Espen, go.
going, sorry, going back to Worlds, Leah. Like, when you stepped on those scales and you saw that you didn't make weight, what was going through your mind? Like, did you have like a bunch of things that were just going through your head at that point, or
To be honest,
did everything just go blank, or like what happened?
I can't even say, like, I stopped thinking. like I stopped feeling, I stopped thinking. I was like just like my soul was leaving my body. I was just sitting on the scale. Like it was, to be honest, I think I think if someone just see me like this, it should be pathetic, because I was just naked, sitting on the scale, and just like feeling nothing. Like I couldn't even cry at first, because I was not really realizing what was
Mm.
happening, like, and my friends all over me, like trying to cuddle me and to be nice with me, and I was like, yeah, not feeling nothing. And it's the emotion came after, when I came back at the hotel,
Mhm.
um, and when I realized that I was not competing and on the platform.
I mean, that, I guess that's
Uh,
from there you were feeling the sensation of, yeah, you've hit rock bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what they say, like, what, once you hit rock bottom, the only way is up. So now we can move on to how, we could
no,
fast forward everything.
just on that point, right? I just want to make a point on that, because Lya, there's one thing. One of the purpose of this podcast is to get elite athlete like yourself, right? To tell that experience, to advise these young people and even newcomers to the game that watching, and literally some people, those that adore you. So my question is, because he was in that situation as an elite athlete, right? What advice would you give anyone that is joining powerlifting, or any athlete that is in a similar situation? Because to me, you have bounced back in terms of like, you got the Arnold coming, you set your focus on that. Not many people can bounce back that quickly like that. So what advice would you give young athletes?
And don't say me, Joey.
What?
Because he missed weight as well so many times. I mean, once, so that's why.
Once.
You,
Was.
But anyways, go on.
you know what? I think you just need, like what I would say to someone who begin, and I see it too with the people I coach when they have the bad training or they fail a lift or whatever. I'm like, it's just part of the process, and you have to learn about it. It's hard. It's hard, but you just have to go through it, and not fight your emotion. Just welcome whatever emotion you feel, and just continue to advance, like to walk. You can't like just fall and stay on the floor and just do nothing about it. You have to bounce back. Like life is about that. Life is not always about success and great stories. Sometimes it's hard, and you just have to go through whatever it takes, whatever you need, whatever time you need, but at some point you need to bounce back.
Yeah.
So in that South Africa, right? There's one thing someone asked me this question, because when you came back to the hotel, I saw you. I couldn't even approach you because I knew what we were going through. I said, I'm not even gonna go and say hello or even get close to her, because at the moment,
Well, you know what? There is someone I was walking on the hotel,
yeah.
and what did he tell me? I just missed weight, and he told me something, and I was like, "Thank you," but it was something like, like whatever. I don't remember. Maybe it will come back after, but
But it
it
definitely, I can tell
it
you,
was funny.
I can assure you it was not me, because when I saw you coming
No, it
in, I
was
said,
not clear.
yeah,
But
I saw you coming. I was like, I'm not gonna approach her. What she's going through, because as soon as you miss weight, when you came out, the news broke the entire, literally, Sun City. Everyone, every nation, they knew what was happening, right? So there's one question someone asked me: did Lya actually thought of probably cutting her hair?
yeah, so my friend was ready to do it, and this is the limit. I couldn't go. I couldn't go further than that limit. Like it was my limit to, like, my hair is everything for me. Let's be honest. Um, I love my hair. I hate to have like short hair. I like to have long hair. And I thought about it. I felt like, are you ready to do it? And I was not. I was not.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Just
think
prepare yourself. You know what I mean?
I
Any
think
one
I
day
think a
can
skin
happen.
fade would
I
suit
think I
you.
think it's easier for a man. It's really easier for a man. Like for a woman, hair is like the beauty. It's
Mm.
beauty. It's like it's really means something. I know for most men it doesn't really mean something until they go bald. At that
Don't
time,
say that. Come on, are you
yeah,
looking at my
at that
hairline and you
time,
saying that?
I know most women, most men like realize how they care about the hair actually. It's true. I have multiple like example around me, like people go bald and men go bald and they don't like it, and they go hair transplant and tattoo and so on, and like
They go to Turkey.
Don't worry, Joey, I'll pay for you. Okay.
Leo,
Cool.
I have a confession. I think it was me that asked Durance, if you were gonna cut your hair. I think that
it
was
you.
me.
Yeah, it was
I
you
think
in
it
the
was
message.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think,
maybe I don't know.
yeah, because
no,
when I told you that Leah missed weight, you goes like, "Oh, can you tell her just to cut her hair?" I was like, "I'm not there."
And the thing is, you people think I have a lot of hair, but actually my hair is really really thin, and I don't even know if cutting them I had 300 grams. Like, so yeah, I didn't want it to risk
yeah,
it.
because 300 grams, that's like nothing.
Could you
Yeah,
imagine though if Leah cut all her hair off and then it was 280 grams? Fuck.
that would be
Oh, my whole break.
That's
Literally,
like
could you
two
imagine?
heartbreaks in one day. Oh my
No,
days.
that one we ain't gonna convince Gaston to put it on the platform no matter what. That sacrifice? No, we can't let it go.
yeah. And you know what? I would say that at some point, like, for if someone began powerlifting and they fell or whatever, like at some point you will just laugh about it. Now I have my list. Like, I didn't bound out yet, so maybe I just did my list of the baddest thing it kind of happened, the worst thing, and I was like, maybe I will do that to the list before by the end of my career. And this is life. Like, I just like, yeah, just taking the thing like how it goes. So.
Oh,
Now
okay.
after that, right? So now after that comp, so now we're in September now. It's like training's going great for you and everything. Like, are you using what happened to you at Worlds as fuel? Like every single session, do you think about that and think, oh, this isn't gonna happen to me again? I'm just gonna use it as energy.
Not so much, to be honest. I'm really focused more so into the competition and like focus on the Arnolds, not really using words as the fuel. I'm more so using my passion again, because this is why I lost. I lost my passion for a while, and my failure make it come back. Like, I did remember why I started that, why I started powerlifting, and why I love powerlifting so much. So I'm more so using that fuel now to
The you mentioned there, like, you lost your passion for a bit, right? Was that around the time that you felt the need to change coaches? I mean, I don't know if Pana mentioned to you, we spoke to him about you making the decision, and obviously not just as his coach, but as your friend. He was like very encouraging. He said that if you feel as though that's better for you, he's gonna, just support you in any way. But was that around the time when you felt, oh, maybe I need a change because you lost your passion for a bit?
So I didn't change my the coach because I've lost my passion, very much so because I really needed a change. More so for me because I wanted to see something different, and I just felt like I have done the most with Pana, and I need something new. But it's more so afterwards, like in 2021. I don't know, I just had like a real big burnout. I put on weight a lot. I didn't want to train so much. Like, I think I needed a break, and I didn't took that break that I needed. And I just forced myself, and yeah, I was like not feeling passionate anymore. I was just like a robot a little bit.
Yeah.
Even going to words, like I was like not really passionate anymore.
Is this word 2021 you're talking about?
After 2021, afterwards,
Okay.
2021.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
go on, Joey.
yeah, like, 2021 was a great year, and in perspective, in comparison to your French peers or other French lifters, like when we spoken to Coco, when we spoke to Pana, they like that when they mentioned powerlifting as their passion, they literally go back straight into training. And I find it quite amazing, obviously, that it is possible for a French lifter such as yourself. arguably, you know, the biggest name there is to come out of France, to also burn out. It shows that, you know, you guys, like you yourself, is very human. You know, like it's not just like, yep, go in straight into training. And I guess what I could ask from there is that, what, if any, breaks did you give yourself to put yourself into the right mindset again, to, I guess, reignite your passion, reignite your motivation? What did you do?
Can you ask the question again? Sorry.
Durance, help me out here, bro.
So basically, what Joey trying to say is, when you took that break for you to basically gain your passion about the sport again, what other actions did you do during the time you took the break?
Okay.
Yeah.
So so I realized that I needed a break really afterwards, after what happened in Worlds in 2022. So I went to the USA. I cut my social media for a bit, and I just tried to find myself again, like, because there is a lot of stuff was going on in my life. Like, I quit my teaching job, so I don't know, I had like a kind of crisis identity, like who I am, because I'm not a teacher anymore, and I have been teacher for almost 10 years of my life. I don't feel like an athlete anymore because I missed weight and I didn't win another word title. So yeah, it was just like taking time for me. I stepped back a little bit on my training. Instead of training 5 times, I just trained 3 times a week, and trying to do like stuff I like, and and just trying to coming back little by little. And I talked to my therapist. I talked with my mental coach to Brittany. I talk a lot of with my boyfriend, and just trying to figure out what happened, what could I do to come back to my patient, and yeah, just a lot of deep work on me.
So
And where are you right now? Like, what position are you in right now, in terms of, like, you know, mentally, physically, and everything? Are you in a better place now?
Now I'm feeling really, really good. Like,
Okay.
my passion is back. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling confident. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the Arnolds. So yeah, I can't wait.
So let's talk about
Oh,
the
yeah.
Arnold for a bit, right? Since you mentioned it yourself. And in the beginning, you touched on a little bit when you say about Carola, because I've been talking to her as well. She has got numbers she's coming for. She has got goals to hit at the Arnolds. So I know there's a lot of noise going on about between Lya Bavoil versus Carola, right? Whether it's going to be on the 63 or the 69, it doesn't matter, right? The battle is a battle. Are you, for your, this is your personal opinion, right? From your side, would you rather have this battle at the Arnold or at the Europeans or at Sheffield if things happen right?
I don't know. Because, well, obviously, first, I'm not qualified for Sheffield for the moment. Second, I don't know if I'm going to do the Europeans. So the only chance is it's the Arnold.
What are the factors that makes you not want to do Europeans?
Europeans. So so if I do qualify for Sheffield, I don't think it's a good thing to do the Europeans. I prefer like just to go into the prep for Sheffield, because like between Europeans and Sheffield it will be like 2 months. So I don't think it's worth it, to be honest.
Okay.
If I do not qualify, I probably do it.
Okay.
So let me answer that question. Let me answer that question for you too, Joey. If you qualify for Sheffield, you don't want to do the Europeans because you know you're going to break the world record. You will push it so hard that will make things hard for yourself for Sheffield. That's why you want to skip the Euros. Am I right?
Yes and no, because my plan is already to break the world records anyway at the Arnolds.
But,
So.
but but the question,
You know what I did realize of going towards and missing weight and not doing work, it's like you only have one opportunity. You never know what can happen. And you know what? Samantha Kaloun, she could have beat the world record at the Arnold's in 2019, right after Gara and before I took the world record. She didn't do it because she expected that what would happen will never happen. And in that day, and after what happened, I was like, you never know what can happen. So if you can do something, just do it.
You know, Pana said the exact same thing, very similar to what you just said. I feel like it's a French mentality.
It is a French thing.
Don't hold back. You guys just literally just fucking go in. It doesn't matter what comp it is. If there's a world record to break,
I can understand. Like it's not the most strategic to do. Like obviously it's not. But I'm like, maybe I won't qualify for Sheffield. Maybe even if I do qualify, maybe I won't be able to do it. Like you never know what can happen in life. So
of course, yeah, 100%.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever happened to the Arnolds, I will give everything.
That is definitely a French mentality there. I will give it to that, you know, because every French person I know in my life, they'll go all or nothing. Believe me, it's not just you guys.
No, legit.
I mean, literally. So my question is, go on, Joe. Have you got a question there?
No, it's just about the Arnolds, because obviously I've spoken to Pano about when he plans to go to over here to the UK. Are you going to be coming the same time as him, or are you going to be doing it a little bit early so that you sort of like...
So there is something about us. We do everything together. So we fly at the same, we stay at the same hotel, like everything together. So no, I will be at the same time.
So basically, we're gonna see you the same time we see Pano, because we've already spoken to Pano. Like, all right, cool. So it's gonna be a little link up. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. So excited.
So hopefully we can have the banquet after. That's what I've been hearing about.
We spoke to Gaston because he said he's going to Arnold's as well. Like we tried to convince him that maybe we should have a banquet. Yeah, for a banquet after the Arnold's. Yeah.
Oh, that would be
so he left Joey in charge to organize it. So
good luck.
He said nothing, but you know what? People want it to happen though. People want it to happen. Like, chance.
People have been requesting it already. Yeah.
I do love banquet. Like
bro, we're gonna have fun.
To be all together and.
Lya, I got one question in terms of the French team. This has got to do with the French team, right? Again, as you said, you do everything together, you travel together, you stay together, you eat together, and even when you miss weight together, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, how did it made you feel in terms of a world or an international? The French, they're not dead until the last day. Some people, because we spoke to Coco here, Coco was talking about it as well. When he lifted in the 105, although he was lifting, but he felt a little bit like the team was gone. He was all alone there.
Yeah, so I'm upset about that because we had the head coach, the French head coach. He's the one who booked the flights and everything. And most of the time we tell him, okay, book our flights. No, we do book our flights, book the hotel, just the time that you pay for us, because the federation pay for the French team. And we always want to stay until the end, until the banquet for everyone, in order to be here. And after the extra, we pay ourselves, like the hotel and etc. And I don't know why he didn't want to do it at words. So he booked our flight the day after I was supposed to lift. We come back, everyone, and we try to tell him, like, we want to stay until the end. We pay ourselves, like, it doesn't cost you anything. And
well, that's so different, because obviously in 2021 you guys all stayed for the banquet.
Yeah, because we planned ourselves.
And
so he was like, do you know Colonie de Vacances?
I'm gonna say no, because that's the truth.
Yeah, that's just translating in English.
Colonie de Vacances. So basically, is a holiday colony. Go on. Yeah.
So I don't know. He got mad after what happened at Worlds and Europeans, and for Worlds 2022, he was like, "Oh, it's not a holidays like what you say.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
one who like like I'm the one who gonna book everything, and you do what I say, and you don't say a word." And I was like, I'm not 10 years old, man. Like,
Yeah, for real. What? Treating you like children.
yeah,
The thing is
because
like the thing
I
is
don't
like
know, he's
it's
weird
not.
like this sometimes, like so.
We understand like you're going to lift, you're not going to I mean, basically the analogy we're trying to say here is like you're not going to a spring break, right? Because that's why you probably thought you guys are going for a spring break, and then this is not a spring break, this is a lifting, you're coming to lift for your country, so it's kind
Yeah,
of like
but
you have to
you
follow the
you
rules.
can see the French team, like we are doing excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Like after, if you want to stay after, why you don't let us, like
Yeah, of
it,
course. I mean, you did like amazing work. You deserve like
yeah,
that.
but he's like, oh, because our friends it's coming, our family, our boyfriend, our girlfriend, and I'm like, you can't like prohibit people to come if they want to come. Like
Yeah.
God. So
doesn't make
so did did you guys probably did you try and challenge that now in the at the top level of the federation to change that?
So we told him again, like next time we prefer, to be honest, I told him I prefer you don't pay anything for me. I prefer to pay myself and to stay as long as I want at the hotel that I want and everything, because I'm not 10 years old. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can't just tell me you arrive here, you live here, and you stay here. Like it's my competition, like like, so I
Yeah.
want to be comfortable. For example, he put me in a bedroom with another French girl, in the room. I
What?
can't sleep with someone. I can't sleep with someone in my room. No way. Like
Yeah.
I like her, but she's not really like a super friend. Um, like we are not close, and I don't feel comfortable. I need my peace. I need my space when I'm going to compete. I need to be alone. And yeah, so he just doing weird things.
That's not.
And anyway, girl, you have got SPD in your corner. If you're gonna go to Hotel Aaron, you're booking your own hotel, right? You don't need the French Federation anymore. So you
Yeah,
don't
you know
need
what?
them.
I never feel comfortable asking something about money and stuff, even if I know if it's my sponsor. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least you have got those. I mean, you have got that capacity that other people don't have. Do you know what I mean? In terms of like your sponsors got your back if
Yeah.
anything goes. So you don't need to rely on the federation anyway. So yeah, going back to the lifting now. The other question I had is, Lya, you have got world records in two weight classes, which is 66. Sorry, 63. Sorry, Joey, and because these two are 66, that's why you got my head right. Don't mind that. Look how tiny they are. But anyway, so which is the 63 and the 69. So going forward, the Arnold, you're gonna do the Arnold as a 63. Are
Yeah.
you just gonna stay 63 after the Arnold, or you're gonna think about moving up to the 69?
I don't know. It's a conversation that I had with a lot of people around me, and even with me, with myself. Um, and I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I feel like it's hard to quit 63 because I always has been a 63.
Mm-hmm.
And I know at some point I would have more chance in 69, like not weight cutting anymore, because I'm not that heavy. Like I'm around 65 right now. The most, like if I don't really pay attention, I go like around 60, 66. So I will never be a real 69 for sure. Um, but I don't know. I'm still trying to process it and find I find an
Hit,
answer
Leo,
there.
here's an idea though, right? Obviously, it's not me telling you what to do, but it's just an idea. So
Okay.
obviously, you're insanely competitive. You know what? You're the best at 63s in the world, and you're insanely competitive still in the weight class above. Your potential is basically you are, you know, a potential double champ, a champion in two weight classes. So moving forward, could you potentially look at it as, if there's no competition per se in 63s, you try and look for it in 69s, and vice versa. Say for example, there's no 69s like, you know, worth your salt. You just go back to 63s and go both ways. Like, is that something you could maybe do?
That was one of my plans at first, doing the 69 for Europeans and 63 words.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, maybe try a 69 69 way class for word championship. Trying to be on both. I can do that. I think I can do that if I really stay quite stable with my body weight, like around 65, 66 max. It should be possible.
Yo, that is
Yeah, I don't know.
that's goat level shit right there. I'm not gonna lie. That is amazing. I can't even think of anyone that could honestly say, yeah, whenever 63, 69, I'm champion.
Well, I'm waiting for 69 too, because I think the 69 weight class didn't reach his full potential right now.
Yeah, because it's a new weight class, isn't it? People are just building into that weight class, so you expect. But in the 63,
there is that Norway girl. I think she will break the world record.
Oh yeah, she's damn good. That Norway girl. Yeah, she's damn good.
And then you're gonna break it yourself.
So yeah, I will have to see, because I'm not. The problem though, I'm not a real 69 when she is a real 69. Like, her body weight is like 69, 70 kilo body weight. So yeah.
But it's still incredible though. Like, she could like you said, she could potentially break the world record, and then you could take it back, right? Right. No. Real talk. You can take it back, right? Like,
yeah. Like, I can try. I don't know. If she raises,
come
like,
on.
really
I think personally,
it's not the time to be modest, Lya. Like, you can, right? You can.
I think in powerlifting at the moment, in the powerlifting world, whether, I mean, I can't talk to the other federation. I can only talk to the IPF, right? The other federation, I have no idea. But in the IPF, there's only 2 people that can do what you can, including yourself, that make it the second person. So it's only Taylor Howard that can go to the 83 and compete and be competitive and probably win it, because he has proven he can, and then go to the 74 where there's no competition for him. So is the same thing. You can go 69 and win it, go 63 and win it. My question leading to that is this: do you think in the 63, do you still have competition?
I think until I didn't beat Karagara, I will have competition. Yeah. I think she's the only one who can keep up with me right now.
No more.
And then after you beat her, was it 69s? Let's see what the waters feel like there. Take a little dip. You know, it's that. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to take a little bit back. So when you decided to change coach, right? I know we're taking a little bit more back now, because obviously you're with a new coach, right? So do you want to just quickly tell the viewers who you're currently with at the moment?
Sorry?
Do you just want to tell the viewers who's your new coach? Because it used to be Pana, but now you have a new coach, correct?
Yeah, it's THE. It's Ben Ezra and Jason Tremblay who coach me now.
Okay, cool. So my question here is, when you decided that you wanted to get a new coach, how long did you know before telling Pana? Because I know you're very close with Pana. He's been your coach. You two are like very good friends. Was it a bit awkward when you decided to tell him, or was it quite easy?
So no, it was hard. It was really hard, because
was you like biting your tongue, like waiting there in the corner thinking, oh shit, what should I do?
Yeah, it was hard. So I didn't know. So the first one who I told her was his girlfriend, because I'm really close to her. It's my best friend. So I talked to her, and I didn't know how to tell him and what to expect, and yeah, it was a hard decision to take. Like, really, I think it's one of the hardest in my career at that moment. Because Pana was not only my coach, he's my best friend. Like, so yeah, but we had a conversation on the phone, and this is when I told him on the phone.
Oh shit, it was on the phone. I thought it was face to face.
Wasn't face to face?
It was on the phone.
How did he take it?
Yeah, because obviously from the outside looking in,
He didn't expect it because it was right afterwards, and obviously I didn't have any reason to leave him. I win words, I broke the word records and everything, and I trust his work. Like I don't have anything against him as a coach. Like he's one of the best coach I think in the world right now.
mhm,
Um, but yeah, I just needed changes. I needed changes and to find something else.
yeah. Wait, okay, so obviously you before telling him, what was there anything that you were scared about in terms of how he'd react? Because right now, from that,
I was scared to lose him as a friend. I
uh,
knew it wouldn't happen, but I was scared that it changed something between us. So the first month was a little bit weird at the gym and everything. But after a few weeks, we come back at normal, and
yeah.
we are now like
I mean, he
He did
mentioned,
say,
yeah,
yeah. So he did say in our last podcast with him that whenever, I mean, I think it was a month after that, and whenever you were training, if you did something, normally he would like talk to you about or critique certain things here and there. But after the change, he said that he just like kind of just walk away. He wouldn't really say anything. So
because
that's what he said.
because
Man.
the reason he said that is because he didn't want it to be too intrusive between
Oh,
you
of
and your
course.
new coach. That's why,
yeah.
like, he would just
But
let you.
I still talk to Pana about my coaching stuff and what do you think about it and when I need advice and like for example for the weight class I talk to him because he's my friend and I trust him as a coach and I trust him as my best friend too. So I still take his advice, I still listen to him, and I think it's always like he's always giving good advice.
mm.
Um, so yeah,
Does he like your how you're being coached now?
it's different. I won't say he like it. I won't say he like it because it's totally different from the way he coach and the way
Hmm.
he process powerlifting and his philosophy. Um, but I think he's just okay with it now. Like
Hmm.
I
yeah,
think I think
it's my choice. So
so. We probably will say that's the feeling of every single coach, isn't it? In terms of, like, when you ask, does he like the way you've been coached now? It's really hard for a coach to say, I like the way she's been coached now, because he has got his own philosophy. Because
yeah,
everyone believes their philosophy is best, is better than any other philosophy right there. So yeah, that's really a hard question for even himself to answer. Of course, probably he's gonna like it, one or two things that you are doing, but not the entire thing. Do you know what I mean?
for example, I know the way Pana process and the way TSG process Pana and the other one because most of them are coached by Pana too. They are like it seems like she doesn't train, like she doesn't train hard because they are in the top singles almost every day singles or top sets and big RP. I don't have that anymore. I barely
Mm.
have top sets. I barely have singles, but I have a lot of volume, a lot of reps. So it's different. So they feel like I'm not training anymore and I'm not hard as I can. But actually I am, but it's just another way.
Yeah, yeah. Because
That definitely sounded like someone's philosophy here. So
no, I was gonna
your way
say,
of training now.
I saw her training. She started hashtagging CrossFit because of the amount of volume she's been putting in. I thought that was
But
funny.
on
To be,
Monday I had a 6x6 at 170 on squat. I was like, oh my
Shit.
yeah.
I'm not surprised what you're saying, because my training is similar to that. And my coach is him, the shorty one there on the left hand side there. Joey,
The
this is my coach.
sure one.
So what you saying there, that's how I feel. Sometimes I open my new program and I'm thinking, if I survive these 12 weeks, that will make me an elite athlete. If I don't survive, that means I'm not elite, I'm just nationals. Do you know
So
what I mean?
you know what? So yeah, you say that we can like talk openly and stuff. Uh, I do want what Taylor has as a woman athlete. So it's to be the best lifter I can be, like number one. Um, and the one who made Taylor be who Taylor is Jason and Ben.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I add them, because I want what Taylor has. Um, and Ben is also my boyfriend, if you didn't know. Like, and
Now,
I had that
Now we know.
Don't worry, I knew that.
and I had that conversation with Ben, and Ben told me, everybody wants what Taylor has, but nobody is ready to do what he has done on training in order to be where he is.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I see, I'm like, fuck, I do understand now. Like you do think maybe I'm not training because I'm not like showing big RPE and big top set and big, but like the amount of volume and intensity, it's insane. It's insane.
From what you've described, it honestly sounds like the approach with you is literally increasing your work capacity, right? Because that amount of volume, the insane volume, 6x6. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I would program it myself too.
You
But
would, or you do? What the hell, man? You would?
Okay, I do. So I understand. That's why I understand. I'm saying I understand, and from you contrasting the approach that Hannah and every silent worker lifters do, I think it's to me it's saying getting to the top is possible. It's just how you get there can always be different, and it's very, I guess, exciting to see like you putting in the same sort of approach that Taylor, who is the best, is doing, and that's commendable in itself. And like it's just me expanding on the mentality you had when you wanted to have a change, because obviously like I could just imagine you being scared to tell not only your coach but your best friend, like, and he could have taken that the worst way. He could have just been like, nah, no more silent worker clothes for you, I don't want to see you wearing that. But instead,
Yeah,
he was
but Pena is
supportive.
not like
I
that.
know, exactly, and I think that's so good. Like, just from that alone, and you know, and I wanted to bring up the good times that you had. Like, obviously, you've done numerous internationals, and the question I want to ask is, do you have any like special memories? Not just obviously not from 2022 Worlds, but from like 2021. I know you were in 2019 in Helsingborg as well. Like, was there any like special moments that you could like remember?
Mm, I think my best. So it's funny because it's also one of my worst competition, but well, worst. It's you will understand why, but I think it's the Europeans in 2019. My
Mm.
my best, yeah, the best that I can remember, because so obviously it's something with my weight again. So I had my period and I woke up at 64. I didn't lose weight during the night because I had my period, so I did put on weight a little bit. And I came to the weigh-in. I was like 63.00, and it was awful because I had like to do a lot of hot bath and everything in order to make weight. And I had like 30 minutes because I came to the end of the weigh-in, so I have 30 minutes to refeed and to warm up, like to
Yeah.
start my so on squat I was quite okay, but I started to on bench, I started to like to cramp everywhere, like it was awful because like my body didn't have time to refeed correctly.
Yeah.
Um, and I was feeling super tired. I was sleeping between my attempts, like it was bad, very, very bad. And I finished the competition and I just all night throw up into the bin. Like it was awful. To be honest, it was awful because I took too much caffeine and pre-workout. Like
Yeah, just to like get yourself like working.
yeah, I was like, I need to take, like I don't even remember how many scoop I took, but it was at least 4 or 5 of the pre-workouts. Like
Oof.
I took two for squat, two for bench, and one for deadlift. Like because other way I was like sleeping. I was like super tired and was cramping everywhere. Like what very bad. And despite that, I did break the world record total in 63. So yeah, it was very bad competition and at the same time it's my best competition ever. So yeah. I
Whoever you competed against, yeah, if they ever hear you saying that, or if they know for what happened to you, they must be kicking themselves because you were having the worst day and you still dominated. Like that's crazy to even think about.
That's the experience with these elites, isn't it? All of you guys elite. This is what you get. An elite can have a shit day, but still put up something ridiculous. Because going back to what you said there, Amanda Lawrence in 2021, right? So
yeah.
she puked. She was puking at the back. She was dizzy. The same thing. But a woman came on the platform and she dominated everybody, even though she was having a bad day at the back. So that's what I just said, the difference between a normal lifter and an elite lifter. An elite lifter can have a bad day at the back, but still on the platform, they can bring it. Right. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's just because we have that thing like between like inside us and like one when I was stepping on the platform, my brain just stopped working and I was like a robot. Like you just have to lift it. And
Hmm.
I was scared because on deadlift, for example, my triceps were so cramping and I was like I wouldn't be able to I was scared to not be able to hold on like the
Yeah.
barbell and I was like, no, you just stay tight, you just stay tight. Like it was bad when I think about it.
I gotta ask you. I don't know if you've been asked this before, but through the years that you've been competing and training, was there a moment that you remember, if there was, that you were like, oh my God, like I could literally be the best. Do you remember like that? If there was a moment that came about, like you were like, oh
I
shit.
always, since I started, I always dreamed to be a world champion. I never thought it would happen. I didn't know it could happen. But when I began, I was, this is my dream. I want to be on the world platform. I want to compete and to be able to keep up with that girls. I want to win the title. Um, but when I did realize that it's possible, it's in World 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I broke the world record on squats and I almost beat the second one, Samantha Kalun, the American girl,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't because the French Federation chose to like to play safe and not put what I need in order to like to pull for the second place. But whatever, this day I did realize this is possible. I can do it.
Yeah.
And this is when Pana started to coach. He was starting to coaching me too and pushing me like, you can do it. So yeah, this
Wait,
is
so is that when you met Panna or you knew him before 2019?
no. I Pana started to coach me after the Europeans 2018.
Uh-huh.
But I know Pana before that. Like we met in 2070, I think. Yeah, 2070.
Okay. Oh, because I do remember because Durance was in 2019 Worlds and I was there with him and that's where I met Panna for the first time as well and you were there and I honestly thought like you two were mad close like I thought like he's been
Just
coaching
say
you
the
for
word.
years.
Just say the word. You thought they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
No,
Just say the word.
I didn't think that, bro. Look, I'm at Worlds, bro. I don't think about who's in a relationship with who. I care about who's lifting and who's like and how people know each other like that. And I honestly thought he's been coaching
So
you for years.
so that's really weird. So I met his girlfriend and him at the same time, and I don't know, he was just a match, like a friend match, but like I
You
can't
just
explain.
clicked, isn't it? You just
Yeah,
click. You just click with
and
people, just like me.
so we live around Paris. We started to train together, and we never stopped. Like after we started, we planned in our to have our own gym, and our own equipment and everything. Like, yeah, just yeah.
So
And it's
I got a question for you, Leah, right? With the French guys, everyone we've spoken to, when it comes to powerlifting, it's for some people, it's just a sport, right? For some people, it's just an hobby. You know, for some people, it's a way of them just to release their frustration. If they're pissed off, they go in the gym to lift weight, right? Some people is like that. But the vibe I got from the French is more than that. It's become part of life. It's kind of like, I mean, to the extent I can go and say, it's kind of like a religion to you guys. You know, without powerlifting, something
Funny.
is missing. And me personally, being the level I am now, I kind of get that now. Before I didn't get it, but now I kind of get it. When I don't train one day, don't get me wrong, I'm not in the same level as Taylor Howard or all of you guys. But when I don't train one day, I'm thinking, oh my God, I missed training today, but my competition there, probably they had trained twice today. So that means they've gained 2.5 kilo in the total. And I missed my day today, right? So it's basically become part of my life. So is it the same for you as well?
Yeah. So everything is around my training. My training is first, and after everything is around. Yeah, like powerlifting is everything to me. Like, let's be honest.
I mean,
It's
is that what convinced you to quit your teaching job? And you know what, before you answer, I just realized at a point in time you were the world's strongest teacher. That's like nobody else could have said
never
that.
thought about it, but
Well,
yeah.
now I just thought of it now. I was like, bro, like you're actually once upon a time the world's strongest teacher. But yeah, so because powerlifting is, everything to you, is that what convinced you or made you decide like, yeah, I need to be all in?
So it was getting harder and harder, like to keep up with both. Like to go at school Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock, like 7, no, not 7, 5 o'clock, and to be with kids all day and to prep my lesson and like everything around being a teacher. Plus the training, plus the competition, plus everything, like the sponsors, and it was just too much. It was just too much. So I had to make a choice because I was losing myself. And I think this is one of the stuff that it was not easy to deal with afterwards 2021, when I lost my passion and everything it was just too hard. I was trying to keep up with too much things, and I think I just lost myself in it. So I just decided to quit because I don't want to quit powerlifting, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, oh, I have to quit my job.
So is he okay? Moving, I know that you went to the US and you came back to France. You came back. Did you come back to France just because you want to prep for the Arnold, or you just came back home? You're not gonna go back to the US again?
So I came back for the prep in order like to finish my prep with my friends, and because it was my mom's birthday too, and I really wanted to be here with her. And for work because, well, we handle companies with Pana and Anissa, so I needed to be physically here, well, to work on it.
So you're not going back to the US again?
I do in October.
So okay, cool. Because I was thinking like, Leah's gone back to the US and the American will start claiming her now. That's not fair. We don't want any Europeans to go to the US. We want the Europeans to stay in Europe. Because to me,
you're going to see Lya in the USA singlet.
Exactly. I was starting getting worried there. I'm thinking they already have good world champions.
So it's funny that you say that because I think it was one of the concerns of SBD too, because they did ask me if like I'm moving for good and like I'm gonna represent USA.
Oh.
Or if I stay in France, or if because they didn't know if the federation did agree with that. And I was like, well, I'm still French. I'm not taking the US nationalities.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm still lifting for France. I will never live for another country. And if I would have, it wouldn't be a USA.
What country would it be?
Well, they don't have federation. Maybe one day, but it would be Israel.
Start
They
it.
will.
Start it. You could be the Israel powerlifting president.
Yeah, well, it's too much work. Too
But
much work.
look at what Pana done with the French. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you could do the same with Israel.
Do you know what's mad? It
Yeah,
could be.
but well, I'm more French than I'm Israeli, so I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
Jewish, but
It's true.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I'm even.
she could create literally another IPF because it would be Israel Powerlifting Federation, wouldn't it be? So you could literally call yourself IPF president also. No, it will make sense. But you know what? Since you're talking about you're moving back to America in October, and obviously you've been living there majority of this year. I actually don't know when you moved there, but obviously you must have caught wind of the USAPL
Yeah.
and the whole Powerlifting America. Have you like sort of spoken to any of like the respective athletes from each side and at all caught wind of it? If anything, if not, it's
Not
cool.
really. I do follow people who are seeing USAPL and choose USAPL, but I didn't really talk with them about it, to understand the choice or whatever. To be honest, I don't really care. Like whatever. Well,
You're not.
but I just think I don't feel like it's worth it to go USAPL personally, but
You know what?
So elaborate a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just like I don't know. Like so maybe it's because French relation with sport is different than in USA, but in France, like be able to go to the Europeans, be able to go to World Championship, it's like it really means something, like deeply means something. And I don't feel like in USA it's really something or whatever. So for me, it's not worth it because I'm like, okay, I win money, but I have no title. I don't have a real record because it doesn't mean anything just in my federation. And I don't know. For me, IPF is a standard. Like all the best are there. So
yeah.
But for them, American, do you think, Lya, I'm going to ask this in French for Joey and Esme not to listen to, not to hear. Do you think for them, c'est l'arrogance d'être américain?
I understood that.
I understood that too, bro.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. It's just
yeah.
yeah. You can reply back in French, Lya, and maybe I won't understand.
Parce que in America, to them, the USAPL, all of these things around the USAPL, again, as you mentioned there, it's not worth talking about them. It's not worth going there, right? Because we are international. When we call it ourselves international, it means I'm going to go up against the French, the Spanish, the Germans, or whatever. That's what makes me an international.
They are trying to do stuff like I saw it. They are doing USAPL
Korea.
in other countries. It doesn't really make sense. Like your freaking name is USAPL. Like
yeah. You know what? I gotta say thank you first of all, and we've had 2 people now on this podcast that are in USAPL, and they've asked us if we work for the IPF because we were like trying to convince them to come over to our side because, like you said, it's just more legitimate. You know what I mean? Like it's literally a world record, not like USAPL.
yeah, after I can understand that people can, like, there is money. You can win more money than you are doing in IPF. But
Whoa.
like, for me, it's not worth a title, to be honest.
But that's just now. But now, obviously, in the later year to come, there's SBD Sheffield, Arnold's UK.
Yeah.
These are money meets, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Too, so.
Yeah, exactly. And correct me if I'm wrong. You still get a purse that's I think more than what the USAPL, USPA, any other like non-IPF related federations in America give. Correct me if I'm wrong, Durance.
Oh no, you're not wrong. That's definitely right. Yeah, you're right. But the thing is, again, right, because they started it. When someone starts something new, even if you're paying €10, the people think, oh yeah, I'll go and earn 10 euro. You're not being patient and waiting for what's going to happen next. And the next thing that comes in, SPD saying, okay, I'm going to pay 100 euro. And now you're looking at your 10 euro thinking, damn, could have gone and earned 100 there. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, is that concept.
I was surprised that, but I do understand what he did it, but I was surprised that Russell choose USIPL. But I know it was only like a marketing and business move, mostly because he's able to wear his brand and everything. But I don't know, like I don't think it's worth it, to be honest.
But
like,
Lya,
it's my personal opinion.
Lya, it comes down to how much an athlete value a world title.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where I believe it comes down to that. I know people will tell you like, oh yeah, but I've done everything I can. But look, I have a child, I have a son. I want my son one day to be able to say, oh, my dad has done this a world. My dad's competed against that person. My dad has won this many world title. No, like, oh yeah, my dad won 2 world titles and then he chickened out and went back to USAPL to be American champion. American champion is not world champion. That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no shots to Russ, but he made a decision. To me, personally, I think he made a business decision. Let's just leave it there and accept it.
100%.
Yeah. So going back to yourself, Lya, in terms of like, we spoke about the world class at 63, we spoke about 69, we touched on a little bit about Sheffield. Now is about the numbers. What numbers are you looking at, Arnold? Because
she's smiling so hard right now.
Before you answer that, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm competing on in the morning, right? In the men's. So you're competing in the afternoon. 3 of us are going to be in the front row.
Okay.
So whatever number you say, I'll be holding a paper, writing that number on that paper when you come in to get that tape. So go for it. What number are we looking here at the Arnold?
I won't say the number, but I would say I'm looking for a number that I need to beat Taylor Wood at the Arnold's.
Like, you mean Taylor Howard jail point?
IPF point, yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe I'm talking too much and I won't do it.
But no. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. But
this is a safe place.
This is
a safe place.
This is my goal.
You are now the second person to say they're coming off the Taylor's head. You know that, right? On this podcast, I mean, you're the second person. Rondell Hunt. I don't know if you've heard of him.
120. The guy, he was in Canada. He competed as a 105 as a junior, but now he had some issues with his federation. But he's in 120s now, so hopefully we'll be seeing him in the IPF at 120. He's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that total is gonna. I'm feeling hot. I need a fan.
I'm feeling like I need a shower right now. So you're looking to beat Taylor Howard, right? Because again, I mean, one of the reasons you said that you joined Taylor coaching guys is because you want to be the best, right?
Yeah.
So if you beat Taylor Howard jail point at the Arnold, I this is my personal opinion, right? I don't know what anybody else said there. I don't give a shit. If you build those IPF points, it will put you in a position where you will be almost untouchable in IPF when it comes to the women's side.
I won't say untouchable. I don't think anybody is untouchable. You are untouchable during a short period of time, maybe, but at some point, like you can be touched. Like I'm just taking the sister's example. Like Jennifer Thompson, she was the one who was really close to break 500. She never do it. One day, Carol come, bam, she broke 500. She did 500 for a single 500 straight. And now my world record is at 548. She has been untouchable during 20 years, but at some point someone came, like, so
let's put it this way. You stay at the top. Let's put it this way. You stay at the top for a couple of decades, right? Let's just say 20 ans, même 30 ans, disons.
I would say decades. I would say like, I don't know, but it would be less than that.
Less than 10 years?
I do think some people are coming like really hard. And I'm thinking about Tiffany, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany,
she's not human. Don't worry, she's not human. She's
but
not.
if she do like in being close to 47 but lifting at a 52, and she's capable to increase the world record, she can be very close to Taylor Atwood too. Yeah, make the count. You will see.
Lya, when we finish here, can you send me Pana's number? So I need a new coach because all these hate coming from France.
That's the second time he's done that, Joey. Just kick him out.
I know. I know.
Well, all these French
and
hate.
let's be honest too, like Cara is close too. I think she will be able to beat Atwood too at some point. Like she's close too, like with her numbers. I do think people really look into men's session, but don't forget about women's session. Like we are here.
No. We'll never forget women's. It's
We're
absolutely insane what's going on women's right now. I mean, the likes of yourself, the likes of like, the
Tiff.
76. Oh, sorry, Tiff.
There's Naomi, there is Suzuka coming in as well. It's just incredible. I mean, I recently watched the Genius, right? I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah,
it's insane. Even don't even forget about like the French, and I know we know French go shooters, right? If you look across the board, the young girls that coming through the Genius is unbelievable. So as you said, in the next few years, we never know where these weight classes will go to, right? But I think at a time where if you are the GOAT in the 63, you just have to enjoy at that time. If anyone has come, then you'll fight. So my question leading to that is, does it excite you of not knowing what the future hold in terms of like powerlifting and people that are coming?
Can you repeat, please?
Does it excite you in a way like knowing we know there's a lot of talent coming through the Genius, and you being the top of your weight class? Do you get excitement thinking, oh my God, I don't know what tomorrow is, but I'm looking forward to it?
Yeah, I think so. For the moment, I'm living into the present, but I know like when you are on the top, people want your head. Like, let's be honest. Like I want the head of Taylor Atwood. Like, but yeah. So we will see on that time. But I know those people are coming for me or coming for the best, whatever. And this is good. This is how the sport grow too. And I think at some point I know I will be done with my time, and I'm more so close at the end of my career than at the beginning right now. And I'm honest about it, and I know it. But as far as I can go, I will go for sure.
You just have to make a statement at the Arnolds and just boom.
Leave it there. Yeah. Leave it there.
I'm done. I can quit.
Listen, you will have three guys, me, him, Espen, everyone, like looking straight at you.
In one hand, I'm gonna have my bottle of Jack Daniels drinking, and the other one will be a big poster with Lya.
Taylor. You know what we should do, guys? Let's have Taylor Howard jail point on our billboard. Just lift it for Lya there to remind her what she's here for.
This is
yeah.
So
I hope I will be, but this is the goal.
Oh,
no, I love it. I love
it. We're excited to be watching that.
Always shoot for the moon, isn't it? If you hit the sky or the stars, you're there. So I have another question for you, Lya. I know we touched on it a few things there in terms of like there is the Sheffield coming, right? You mentioned you said you don't know if you're gonna get to Sheffield, but if you didn't know this, I'm gonna tell you a quick secret. You are part of the SPD athletes, so it means SPD can give you the wild card. So that is just a secret I'm telling you. Don't tell anyone, right? Just between me and you. But one thing, my question leading to that is, if you do the Arnold, as you're saying, you're going for Taylor Howard, jail point, and let's say with my cheerleading skills helps you to push it and break those jail point. If SPD give you that invite, right, or that, let's say that wildcard invite, who else are you looking forward to go up against in Sheffield? Because you could get an invite on the 69 or the 63, depending what SBD want to do. Because you got world record in both weight class.
I just want to win Sheffield. Like, everybody gonna go to Sheffield and everybody wants to win. So of course I want to win. So whatever I need to increase the world records, I will do my best to do it.
So you don't have a preference of weight class? Could be 63 or 69, whatever they decide.
It will be easier in 69 because no weight cut. I can like eat full carbs, like to feel like really pumped and everything. But yeah, I don't have a preference for the moment, but I do think I will probably go 69 for Sheffield.
Yeah.
I think it will be things easier.
She wants
But
to
not being 69, like be
good.
maybe light or whatever.
Because then you can practice being double champ already there, you know. Yeah. 69, 63, whatever. Yeah.
So I got a follow-up question in there. So there is 4 world card left in the ladies' side for Sheffield, right? Who are your picks?
Agatha,
Yeah.
Carolina, Jade, and I would say the 4 me. But if it's not me, I would say the 69 Marthe.
No, you. Let's leave it there. You, right? So
Yeah.
Agatha, Jade, yourself, and Carolina. So Carolina is a 63.
No, Carolina is 76.
Oh, Carolina is 76. Carolina, the one in New Zealand. Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking of Carola. Sorry.
Oh no. And Cara. Oh my God. Yeah, of course, Cara. So this is the problem, though. There is too much.
Who are you gonna drop then? Because that makes it 5. We only have 4.
Well, I guess I will have to drop 176 because there is already 276, like Jazz and another
Agatha.
one. So it will be Agatha or Carolina. That's tough because I think Carolina gonna break the world record at Commonwealth.
She said it. She said she's doing the Commonwealth just to shit on Jess and whoever go to Sheffield.
That's if she doesn't get her wild card invite.
Yeah, I mean, for her to get a wild card, the wild card will be before the Commonwealth, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if she doesn't get the wild card, she'll go to the Commonwealth. She'll push the world record so far that she's gonna make it hard for all the 76, which is I believe she will. I really believe she can do that.
I think she can hit 600 for sure. So that's tough though. That's tough.
Very, very. So it's Agatha, yourself.
I would say Carola.
Okay.
I would say Agatha because she did words and she did compete against Jess.
Yeah.
Me and Jad.
Here we have it. So, but what about in the man? Because you said we always think about the women's side.
Men. About men, I have to be honest, I don't know. So Pana for sure, of course. And I would say Anatoly because I know he's not an SBD athlete, but he's one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
He won best lifter last year, and it's not his fault. Like he couldn't make it at Worlds and everything. And I know he pulled out the Arnold because he can't travel. Like he's training on a fucking bunker. Like war. Like I think we can't even realize what he's going through and what he's living right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still focused and he's training. Like I don't know. Like I try to imagine my fucking country is in war and I'm in the bunker. Like I don't even know if I will be able to just think about powerlifting or whatever, like
you're squatting, there's a bomb there right outside of your house, but you're there doing like 9 reps for 290 kilos. That guy's insane. Well, I talk to him every now and then, like we try and converse a bit in English. It's just that the thing is his mental state, right, is just out of this world. Because I do ask some questions sometimes, like, how are you doing this knowing the bombing your country outside, right? And some of the answers he give, because because his English is not as good as some of us. He just like give one word answers like focus, do not lose focus. I just go like, mate, that's mad.
This is war. Like this is war. Like you can get killed.
Exactly.
Right, like, and you just keep focus on your prep. I think it's amazing, and I think, I
So
will
you
give you a shout to Sheffield, to be
so you
honest.
said Anatoly, Pana. There's 3 more
Two
left.
more.
No, there's 5.
I don't really know all the names.
All right, you know what? It's cool. Don't
Coco,
worry.
Corentin, because he's my
Okay.
friend. He's a French leader,
Okay.
of course.
Coco. There's 2 more left.
I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. I got a question for her because it's very much like the talk right now. The new bench rules, right? The
Yeah,
new bench rules. That would put Pana in a huge advantage against Eddie.
yeah, I think
So
so.
technically, Pana might out total Eddie by a lot. By a lot.
That's possible. I don't know about 80. I do think he will like bounce back about it because he will still have a huge bench. Like, let's be honest. But he will lose definitely for sure.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know, but Pat, I get a wild card to Pana for sure because he's so.
But Pana's gonna shoot himself in the leg. Pana is shooting himself in the leg in 2 weeks' time in Arnold because he said he's going for 720, 730 in the Arnold. If he does that at 66 in
So,
Sheffield,
I think Pana is not like. I think he wants to make it to Sheffield because this is the biggest event. He's not going to Sheffield. Of course, he wants to win Sheffield, but it's more so like
The status.
first I want to go. I want to
Yeah.
go. I want to be here for the first event ever because I know how huge it's gonna be. Whatever, if I lose or win, like he just want to be there.
Yeah, it's historic. It's literally it's gonna be in the history books, more or less. And actually, because we were talking about the bench rules and everything, does it affect you? Does the new bench?
No, no, I don't have arc at all. I have quite long arms. So yeah, no, I'm not.
And you didn't need to double check like the rest of us, because I started like recording my sets from like my head, and then I'm like, shit, this is a
No,
weird angle.
my elbow is like this on bench, like
Yeah,
90 degrees.
I'm good. I know I'm good.
I think that one, anyone, or this is what I'm saying, right? Anyone that checked the bench form when those rules were released, it means they are bench specialists. People like me and you, Lya, we are no bench specialists. I didn't bother even to check. I didn't care. I was like, you know what? Whatever it is, I can't bench anyway. So why would I check? You know what I mean? Anyone that check, they're bench specialist because they know they rely.
I agree with that.
Yeah, they know they rely on the bench to be somewhere. But people like us, we don't rely on our bench to get somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
Okay, Lya, I know we've taken up a good portion of your time, so I believe it's time for some last questions, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, go for it.
Go on, Jones.
Oh, me? Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. I'll go 3 questions. All right.
Fuck yeah, no, Jones. We said 1.
No, he said last few questions. That's what you said, right, Joey?
Yeah.
Good. I got 3 questions. All right. Number 1, right? I know a lot of people talk about your passions about powerlifting and everything else. I'm going to take you way back. When the first time you heard about powerlifting or the first time you saw someone powerlift, how did that come about?
So it started in 2016. I was into fitness stuff, blah blah, and that coach, like, he was training me, and I was pulling heavy on stuff for a beginner, and I told him there is not something like you can pull heavy stuff like a competition and say, oh yeah, powerlifting. So he told me that it was squat, bench, and deadlift, and I was like, okay, just give it a try. So I did the squat, the bench, and deadlift, and I was like, I love it. I was like, I really love it. And the first competition I saw on live was the World Championship, the junior, and actually Cara was there. She won the 63 title, And I was looking the competition on my computer, and I was like, that seems amazing. I want to be there. And this is how it started.
And now look, you're just
That's
going up
incredible.
against her. It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
Not
crazy.
just against, like almost like you're untouchable. My second question, right? My second question, this one is a little bit controversial, but not in the powerlifting sense. In terms of
Okay.
controversial and a little bit private as well. How does it feel to be coached by your boyfriend? So your boyfriend being part of the coaching team that coaches you, and because the one thing I know is you don't mix work, you don't take work at home, but you're taking work at home. So that's what he does. So how do you feel and how do you deal with that?
So I think the fact that Jason is here, it's a balance between both of us. Um, and actually we are doing pretty good to separate our personal relationship and coaching stuff. Like we really know how to not mix both. Um, and the fact that Jason is here, it's obviously a plus. Like I don't know how to un plus. I don't know how to
Plus,
say.
yeah.
Yeah. A
Um,
bonus.
yeah, a bonus because yeah, he just the balance between both of us. So, and actually, I do talk more with Jason about my programming and coaching that with Ben. So, Ben, he's more so handling me emotionally, but as his girlfriend competing, that is athletes competing. I don't know if it makes sense.
No, yeah, we
Yeah.
get you.
So yeah, it's no, we are okay doing that.
Cool. Okay. My last one. So this one, I'll bring you back to powerlifting now. So this one, in terms of like, it's kind of a funny question and it's a funny story at the same time. In South Africa, when you miss weight, again, as I mentioned, that the whole campus knew Lya missed weight, right?
There's
And
nothing
then
funny about that, Durance.
no, the story is
There's
funny.
no-
Missing weight is not funny, but the story that followed that's what was funny. So everyone were asking question, why did Lya miss weight? She can't miss. There's no way Lya can miss weight because she's been in the world stage so many times. This can't happen. And the first story that came in people's mouth was, oh, because Ryan from King of the Lift took Lya out on the dinner. Lya had a dinner the night before. She drank. She came home, and now she missed weight. It's Ryan's fault. So tell us.
I don't even know how that story started, like to be honest. So the night that I missed weight, the night of the competition, I was so ashamed that I didn't want to leave my room. Like I didn't want to eat, like well. And King of the Live Ryan was texting me like, oh, I'm drinking with the French team, like come on, it's okay. You're gonna feel better after that. And everybody knowing at my door and like you have to come, like it's okay, don't be ashamed. And like I was so ashamed I didn't even want to show my face at first. But whatever. And I came at the bar and he told me about that story and I was like, what? I don't know how it happened. He never took me to eat anywhere. We did eat together, but like with a bunch of people. Atwood was there and other people, um, Pana and most of the French team. But I didn't miss weight because of that. Like, and this is funny that people say that I was drunk because I don't drink. So obviously it couldn't be me.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that you clarified that here because this will be the first time you probably afterward, the first time you see you on the podcast. I'm glad you clarified that because all of us here know. Last time when I spoke to Ryan, I was like, Ryan, you know what? I'm pissed off at you. How can you make Lya miss weight? Right? She had 5 bags there to win. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, thank you very much for that. That's my question, Joey.
Cool.
You're welcome.
That's been gone.
Mine's not really a question. Mine's just pretty much to say thank you for coming on the podcast and being so open with us. Hopefully, we've made you feel a little comfortable as well.
Yeah, it was very fun. Thank you. I
And
really
obviously
appreciate
with what
it.
with what
I know
happened
we
to
were
you.
supposed to do it earlier and we couldn't make it. But yeah, I'm happy we did it finally.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
it
no,
was
you know
awesome,
what?
yeah.
It's cool. We don't bear any grudges, really. So that's perfectly fine that you cancelled on us that last time. But
Yeah.
I just got two really quick questions. It's just yes or no, yes or no. And
Okay.
the first one is, you're with TSG now, and you
Yeah.
have goals that you want to achieve. Say you've achieved them, right? When you achieve them, is there a chance of you going back to panel? Yes or no?
Oh, that's a good
That's
question.
hard.
That's a
That's
very good question, Joe.
It's just yes or no, Leo. Come on, quick one.
I don't know.
Oh,
I can't say. So at first when I changed my coaches, I dubbed my choice. I was like, maybe I did the wrong choice. Maybe I could have stayed with Pana. But you never know what can happen. Maybe I would stay with TSG and maybe I will come back with Pana. Maybe I will just coach myself. I don't know. Or maybe
okay.
I will let's go with someone else. I really don't know. But for the moment, I'm good with TSG. So I don't see myself like leaving them for the moment.
Okay. Then obviously my second question is a follow-up from that. Obviously you're in the team TSG. You speak to Taylor Atwood because you're in the same team, right?
We do talk sometimes, but we are not super close, but we talk.
Cool. So my question is, and this is a yes or no as well. When you beat his IPF GL points here, would you message him straight up and be like, boom, there you go?
I won't do that.
Oh, come on. They
I
were
won't
like,
do that. I won't.
At least you would tag him on the story.
yeah, just be like,
I don't think so. I will let Ryan Kidnap the Leaf do it. I'm pretty sure he will.
oh my God.
No,
No,
I won't do that. I have a lot of when I say I want to beat him and everything, it's very I don't know if we can say peacefully, but I don't have anything against Taylor.
yeah,
He's
I get it.
I have a lot of respect for him. When I missed weight, he's one of the first to reach out and to send me a text, to say you are queen and you are it's okay to he was really, really nice, and I will never forget that. So yeah, I won't do that. I think it's a little bit too much cookie.
Okay.
I was going
No.
to say cookie, but I'm talking too
No.
No, I get it. It's basically it's not personal. It's
No,
powerlifting.
it's nothing personal.
It's just powerlifting. Yeah, I get you.
But when you're at the top, anyone, as you said in the beginning, anyone want your head, right? You don't have anything against people, or you respect them, but people want your head. It's like you saying you're going to beat Taylor Howard total IG up on Arnold, and probably Carola right now in Italy, she's thinking, I'm just gonna squash Lya and write her off. So that's it. Do you know what I mean? Because you're at the top, things like this have to happen to you. So
yeah, but as Carola, I have a lot of respect for her. I think people doesn't realize who she is and what she has done in the 63 weight class. She's the first to break 500 in our weight class, and it was just insane. So yeah, I have a lot of respect for her. I don't know her personally, but as an athlete, I have a lot of respect.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the Arnold.
I know I only said two, but it's just a quick one as well.
Okay.
It's about the Arnolds. When you do beat Taylor's GL points, would you mind taking a picture of us and with an iPad or something holding Taylor Atwood's head, like that's it? Because you went after his head. Would you take a picture of us doing that? Quick one, yes or no?
No.
Oh, all right, cool.
Joey, you shouldn't tell her. You shouldn't tell her. You should have just said, Lya, can we have a picture? And then
bro, I don't want her panicking at Arnold.
No,
bro.
As soon as someone picked up the camera, you pull out the iPad.
No,
I don't want it to be awkward between us at the banquet, bro. Come on, man. Imagine Lya hating on me. Look, this small Asian guy did this to me. Could be so, but you know what? You know what? Thank you for like answering all the like good and stupid questions I had, Leah. I really hope you enjoyed this podcast session.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was really cool. Thank you guys for having me.
no, thank
Thank you
you.
for jumping on.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Literally in a few days, and maybe I could ask you a few more stupid questions. Maybe, hopefully, if you don't
Maybe
hate me after
after
this.
the Arnold.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, thank you again for coming on. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your evening.
Thank you guys. It was
Yeah.
really nice.
All the
Okay.
best in your
Merci
prep.
beaucoup, Lya. Bonne nuit.
Salut.
Bye bye.
Salut. Bye.